Hi guys, it's your faculty analyst KONDALA here. Back again to discuss with you the continuation of the previous video. In the previous session, we were discussing about Viceroys of India, and I started with the discussion about Lord Canning. And Canning left India in when Canning was succeeded by the next Viceroy, Lord Elgin. Elgin, Lord Elgin was actually coming to India in 1862. Now in reality, he was actually coming with a lot of experience from the past. He has previously been the governor of Jamaica from 1842 to 1846. And Elgin has also worked as Governor General of the province of Canada from 1847 to 54. And he remained the Viceroy of India for just 1 year, 1862 to 1863. Elgin was actually a senior bureaucrat already in the British government. Now, when Elgin, if you see the background of Elgin, Elgin actually comes from a very strong background. He has attended Eton College. He was also a student of the Christ Church in Oxford. Elgin comes from that batch of bureaucrats, which was a contemporary and a friend of Lord Dalhousie and Viceroy Canning. He was also appointed the High Commissioner and the Plenipotentiary in China, which is basically the highest ranking diplomat of British in China and the Far East in 1857 to help the process of opening China and Japan for Western trade. So China was a very important trading market for the Britishers, and Elgin was aimed at creating that platform for opening the market. Now, in 1860, during the China's second Opium War, he ordered the destruction of the famous old summer palace in Beijing, which is one of the greatest constructions in Beijing in ancient China. It was an architectural marvel with immeasurable collection of artworks and historical antiques. In fact, Elgin, by destroying the summer palace, inflicted incalculable loss to the cultural heritage of China, the cultural history of China. Elgin, as a result, he Elgin also forced the Qing dynasty during the Second Opium Chinese War to sign the Peking Convention. It was see, remember always it is the Peking Convention. Peking is the old name of Beijing. It is the Peking Convention which actually led to Britain taking over Hong Kong and Kowloon Peninsula. Eventually, the British Crown colony of Hong Kong was created thanks to the Second Opium War, which was fought in China as a representative of British by Lord Elgin. Some of the events which are symbolic with Elgin is Elgin is reported to have shied away from the pomp and circumstances of the past. In favor of taking the trains. Elgin was known for his simplicity, given that he is a diplomat and a bureaucrat. He's a classic diplomat, and during this period, one of the most violent challenges, or you can say one of the earliest challenges the Viceroys actually faced, was the Wahhabi movement. The Wahhabi movement reached its peak during this period, and the Mohammedans of Northwest went on a crazy revolt. They were eventually suppressed. The Wahhabi movement itself was suppressed. Now, Wahhabi movement started by Shah Waliullah. It was the first Muslim movement mainly to emerge in India as a response to the Western influences on Indian society. And see, Wahhabi movement is actually a revivalist movement. Basically, Wahhabis wanted to purify Islam because Wahhabis believe that Islam has actually gone through a lot of changes due to modernization and due to Western culture, and many un-Islamic practices are creeped into Islam. So Wahhabis wanted to fix that. And it was actually started by Shah Waliullah. You can see him in the background. The movement was very part of Arabia originally, as well as Delhi is the same Shah Waliullah Dehlavi between 1702 to 1762. In India, the teachings were popularized by Sir Ahmad Barelvi, also known as Sayyid Ahmad of Rai Bareli and Shah Abdul Aziz, two very important saints of Delhi, and also the students of Shah Waliullah Dehlavi of Delhi. Wahhabis, I mean, basically, Barelvi um, condemned all the innovations in Islam, which obviously were not there in the original Islam, and advocated a complete return to the original religion. That's why Wahhabi movement is often called a revivalist movement, or the entire intention was to bring back the original Islamic practices back into Islam, as Islam existed in Arabia during the Prophet's period. Barelvi and Abdulaziz, so Sayyid Ahmed of Rai Bareli, or Sayyid Ahmed Barelvi, and Abdul Shah Abdul Aziz, they eventually gave it a political color, gave the Wahhabi Islam, Wahhabi movement a political color, and they wanted to establish the Ul Islam, the land of Islam, the land of Islam, as mentioned in Prophet's period. As he set out even the fatwa, Islamic ruling, declaring that India had actually become Dar ul Harb, that is the land of infidels, and it needs to be rectified to become Dar ul Islam. And in fact, Wahhabis were the first to sort of popularize the idea of jihad against the Sikhs of Punjab, and then at that time, Ranjit Singh. These were the ones who started this idea of religious or holy war called jihad. After the British annexation of Punjab in 1849, jihad was eventually directed towards British by Wahhabis. See, Wahhabi Islam played a very important role actually in radicalizing Islam in India. That radical Islamic thought in India was introduced by Wahhabis only. Wahhabis played that important role in spreading this anti-British sentiment. In fact, in 1870, the term sedition was even added into the Indian Penal Code, mainly to outlaw any speech that attempted to excite or incite disaffection towards the government established by law in India, mainly because this movement marked the beginning of sedition movement. I mean, Wahhabis were the people because of whom the idea of sedition even got introduced into India. And after Wahhabi movement, the Ambala campaign was basically a large-scale military British military campaign, which was introduced to end the Wahhabis and the rebels of the Northwest, mainly to stop the tribal insurgency by Elgin. Elgin only did this. Elgin was actually successful in this. He was successful in ending the entire campaign. Sir William Denison, the governor of Madras, succeeded Elgin as the governor general under the Act of 1861, Government of India Act. Sir John Lawrence, who had earlier performed very well in the Punjab campaign, and after the Second Anglo-Sikh War, was offered the Viceroy. And inauguration of the High Court of Bengal, which, see, if you remember, during Canning's period, the patents were issued by Queen Victoria to establish judicatures of Bengal and extra. That process, permissions were given during Canning's period. The courts itself were established during Elgin's period. Inauguration of High Court Judicature in Bengal, conferment of first MA degree from Calcutta University, both happened during Elgin's period. So first, MA degree from Calcutta University and the starting of High Court of Bengal, both happened. Supreme Court and Sadars were eventually merged to form this Bengal High Court. Sadar, Nizamat Adalat, Sadar, Faujidari Adalat, and Supreme Courts were actually merged to form this High Court of Bengal. Elgin's career in India eventually was cut short after he unfortunately died. Just only 20 months in office, in fact. Just about just short of 2 years. Uh, Elgin, for the period he was in India, he did good job. See, Elgin, for the period of India, he did a very good job. He continued carrying his work. He continued whatever carrying intended to do for India. He laid the best base for us. He spent the summer of 1863 in Shimla and died of heart disease while on tour in Upper India at Dharamshala, where Elgin actually is buried in India. So, Elgin's period, the most significant and important event would be the Wahhabi movement, the start of Bengal court, High Court, two most important things, and the Ambala campaign, a full-fledged military campaign to suppress rebellion in the northwest frontiers. Okay. Having said that, that's the story of Viceroy Elgin, the second Viceroy of India, who continued from 1862 to 1863. Now, keep following me on Civils Plus and on this YouTube channel. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, like the bell icon, and you can always also follow me on my Telegram plus students. So all the notes for this Viceroys will be available on this Telegram group plus students. Just go to Telegram and search plus students. You can join the group there. It's the mentorship group for students of RANGANATHAN. But who's me? Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video. We'll see Sir John Lawrence, the next Viceroy, Viceroy number 3 from 1863 in the next video. Thank you. You have a nice day. Bye bye.